Hey, it's Allie, and today I am going to give you a tour of my yard for May. I've been doing this every month this year so far, and so I'm just gonna show you what's happening around here right now. Lots and lots of green stuff. Lots of very tall green things, especially from if you go back in and look at what was happening in April. Just a major kind of explosion of green in general here. I'm going to point out some specific things. These are the herbs that I planted. I think I planted those in April, so those are doing well, and I've already been able to cut some of those. We've got the lilies there that are just huge and beautiful and lovely, and I love them. There's also some ones that are coming up down there. Hostas. This is a small hosta. It's getting eaten. I need to put out some more slug bait. And then one of my much bigger hostas here. I still have that Daphne. I haven't planted it yet. It's just sitting in there. I'm trying to think of if I want it in this space or not. I have some other perennials along here. This is kind of a sun and shade spot. A little bit more shade. But I have a few things in here. That the bleeding hearts right there could actually get really big. I used to have a big one over where that Daphne was, and I pulled it out. And then I've got the hosta, and then just that's some ground cover that's just growing really nicely right in there. So this will all just leave. You can see that there's also a hosta in here, and that's what's really getting squished in underneath there. So I probably need to move some things around here as things get bigger over time. Coming over here, this is that other Daphne. You can see that I need to get it in the ground. A clematis that is growing that I need to tie up a little bit. On the top there. I got some new chairs for the porch here. These are from Target. Comes in a set of 3. They're great. I just had my breakfast out here. Indoor houseplant that I brought outside today. Daffodils that need to be what I usually do with these is I fold over the top and put a rubber band around them and wait until the leaves turn yellow so that the nutrients are going back down into the bulbs. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hydrangea that's coming. The wisteria is amazing, and I'll walk on the other side to show you as well. So many blooms on it. This thing just is insane. Goes insane over the course of the summertime too. I mean, look at all those. It's just amazing. And then these are the blueberries that are right in front of it, and they are looking really good now too. Tons of berries that are starting to grow on there. Sometimes the birds eat a lot of these, so you just kind of never know how it's going to end up. Another giant lilac here that's on the side of the house. This is one of my favorite ones to take pictures of. We're probably going to need to cut back some of the trees this year too. This giant Japanese maple style tree, you know, it's coming over the fence there as well. These 2 trees were the ones that were in bloom earlier in April. I can't remember when I filmed in April if they were still if they still had pink blossoms, but they are all gone now. One of my favorite pieces of the year. Let's look over here. One of the things that I'm noticing is that my peonies are not looking awesome. Well, you can see my dirt's not looking awesome. That's another hydrangea there. I have these ones here, and then I have some more, but a lot of them look like they're just not coming up as well as they have in the past. So I need to look into that a little bit. Got Sam and Woody out here with me. Here you can see that just a bigger view of the wisteria, and it grows along this fence over here. We keep it off the back fence though. Keep cutting it back so that it doesn't go over the top there. And coming back into this side over here, this lilac bloomed, which was amazing. I loved it. So great. It's already got some that are done on there, but it has the purple with the white tips, or white on the outside of it. This we're hoping will get really big here in this space, so we'll see. This is just the first year that it's been in there. A couple peonies coming. These I think were tulips. They do not look good. I don't think they even ever had anything come up on there. I can't remember. They might. It just looks like they've been eaten. Another hydrangea that will be amazing. More daffodils that I need to fold over. This is probably one of my weekend jobs here. I need to come out here and really do some more stuff. So these are where my peonies usually are, and there have been in the past like 4 bushes of them, or 4 of them that are coming up, and it looks like I have 2 this year, maybe a 3rd one coming up, but I probably just need to plant some more in this space if I want any more in there. I can't remember what the name of this green grass that's coming up that has beautiful orange flowers that will come up. I'll try to look those up before they bloom there. I have one peony that's in a pot from last year that came back again. It looks great. My, let's see, what else do I have here? I can't think of the name of this one right now. Of course, it's escaping me as I'm standing here. I have some stuff to put on this, and I have some more dirt for this too that's going to hopefully help it green up a little bit, and probably trim a little bit on here as well. This one just may not like the space either. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Oh yeah, camellia, of course. I had 1 bloom on there, 1 bloom on that one. Then over here, this lilac is very happy. It looks good. I cut 1 branch off yesterday and then have that over on the side over there, but it's just really beautiful little purple flowers. This is one I was saying in a blog post the other day that I can't bring inside because the smell is too strong for me, and just this like allergy overload. I have a climbing rose bush here that I'm going to plant right in this space too, and train it to go onto this little fence. And look at all those weeds. That's what I will be doing soon. A couple pots here. These are ones that had daffodils in them. Well, we have chives and mint here, and then I just planted some basil in there. One of the things I did last month is I set up these little trellises with some stakes, and then in here I folded down the daffodil leftover leaves on the daffodils here, and this is where I was talking about you wait until they start turning brown, and then you can pull them out like this. They just come right out, and then you're forcing the nutrients to go back down into the bulbs. But what I planted around them on each one of these stakes are sweet peas. So my hope is that these will just grow up the stakes. There's 5, actually 6 in each one, 6 in that one and then 6 in this one. So hopefully sometime during this month I'll be able to pull out the daffodil leaves and then have just the sweet peas growing in here. So I've given them a little bit of fertilizer. They're actually doing really good. We haven't had a ton of sun here yet, but they look decently happy in this space. I wanted to do these here so that I could see them from my kitchen window. I've done sweet peas over on the side yard before, but then I can't see them, and I really like being able to look at them. You can see here again how those daffodil leaves are just turning brown, and then I'll be able to just pull it right out of the ground there. So we'll see how those turn out. Over in the side yard, I'll just kind of glimpse from here the last of those sweet little flowers there that of course they're escaping me when I'm talking again. Those are just about done, so I'm going to pull those out, or I'm leaving the bulbs in the ground because they came up on their own last year. On the green poles there I have sugar snap peas that are growing up there. These actually are finally starting to look good. I'm using twist ties to keep them going up. There's a snail, of course, because they're everywhere. I also did some kale in here. Let's see, so ranunculus, that's what these flowers are. So one of my weekend jobs is to just come in here. And again, this is another one of those that you can just kind of pull out of here without having to remove the bulbs, and they'll grow back again. So I'm gonna try that again anyway and see what happens. So much of this, as most of you guys know, is trial and error. Also, so many weeds in here. I need to get, I think what I'm gonna do is just get a weed eater, and go through and like cut everything down. In this bed right now, I put a few more little kale things in there. These are all the daffodils that I still need to take care of, and then the raspberries that are growing right there, and I probably need to stake them or do something, but I haven't done them yet. Also, the dahlias are starting to come up. You can see those are dahlias right there. This is a dahlia right there. There's some more that are coming up in here, like these, right there as well. So I need to come in here and do some more weeding as well. And then over here in this bed, look at this, is like a jungle of clover, which is actually kind of fun, but it's a mess. I planted those new dahlias in here, and there's a few starting to come up, and I need to pull those other weeds out. This is where I had the tulips, and I need to take care of those as well. So lots of work to be done out here. And again, I'm hoping that this weekend will give me some time for that. So that is a pretty comprehensive look at what I have going on right now. I just bought some dill, and I thought I was buying peppermint, a peppermint ground cover, but it looks like it's not that, it's something else. But it smells like peppermint. It's not pennyroyal. So anyway, I'm gonna put that in the ground somewhere, and then put the dill somewhere as well, so that I can have easy access to that. All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Just kind of trucking along. One of the things that I really need to take care of around here is just some sort of soil amendments, and taking a little bit better care of the dirt, and adding some compost and other things in that I haven't done. So we'll see what I get done next.